So based on what we did with the arm bar, that's going to be our foundation for the shoulder trap. Very similar movements. Begin with controlling the arm the same way. Foot goes on the hip, head moves off as I break the posture. Now, the difference is going to be that I'm not going to go all the way over to the arm bar at this point. For the sake of argument, I didn't get enough of an angle. This guy's leaning in and he's making it hard for me to get my leg over. I'm not just going to abandon what I've done, the work that I've done in getting my legs up high here. What I am going to do is bring this leg out, and instead of getting over the head, seeing that I can't, or I just choose not to, come back on this side of the head and take the shoulder. Once this leg is up on his back, my knee is pretty much overlapping his shoulder. I need to secure the position by locking my legs, and I need to do it in a particular way. The leg that comes over the shoulder needs to go on the bottom. If it's on the top, there tends to be a little bit too much room. He can shove his shoulder back through, and then I'm back where I started from. So start with the armbar position. Move the head off, break the posture. Now the leg comes up and over the shoulder, adjust my feet. Now if he tries to push his shoulder back through, it's going to be harder for him to do that. So that's our shoulder trap. From here, the next step is to think about finishing that arm bar with this intermediary step. So same rules apply. I've got this arm, I've got the same hand position that I had in my basic arm bar. The arm is going to come off to the neck and to the head, posting away and holding. Now quickly and cleanly, the leg that's trapping the shoulder comes over the head. I slide back out on my lever arm to the wrist. I drop my heels, swing them forward, and lifting my hips, finish the arm bar. Not getting over the head, I take the shoulder. Put my feet in the proper position. Keep the arm, post the head, leg comes over the head, drop the heels, slide out on the lever arm to his wrist, apply pressure. So again, what's important about finishing this technique is angles, breaking his posture, hip position. So let's practice by just going to keep the wrist here. We're not going to worry too much about the arm. Foot goes on the hip, I'm getting used to that. Kicking across, then this leg comes out and over the shoulder, locking it up. My other side, foot goes on the hip, kicking up and across, leg comes up and around over the shoulder. Okay, that's step by step. I can streamline it. If I can take out the step where I have to go to the hip, I can make this a lot more efficient. So from wrist control, in order for this to work well, I want to make sure that his elbows aren't out blocking my hips. That's going to keep me from being able to move my hips, swing them out. Success of this depends on that hip mobility. So I want to make sure that the elbows are inside of my hips on my body, and preferably I like them down pretty low. So from here, I'm going to lift my lower back up off the mat and come down and start to rotate up and grab. Hips up, come down, and as I come down, I kick my legs in the air and I rotate my head that direction. If I can get my head off here, I'm in a really good spot. Hips go up, come down, up, and grab. This is what we're going to be moving toward.